all-inclusive resort on the goat moon of Bulbul should have been the vacation that the space bird needed after that botched smuggling job on Word Mantell. But none could know a monstrous boar feed infested the sewers beneath the adult-rated playground. After the 27th mysterious death, the bastards sensed something was amiss. Now, having narrowly escaped with their lives, LANC3 and FarNar only reluctantly agreed to accompany Mickey to the Fructose family reunion because at least it's on a fancy space yacht and nothing can go wrong again.
Welcome to Bastard Quest. I'm your game bastard, Kyle.
I'm Lance.
Corey.
Oh, Todd.
Corey.
I'm Austin.
Yay.
We're returning to a galaxy far, far away. Star Wars. We're no longer playing the Edge of the Empire system.
Because it sucks.
We're not huge fans.
Yeah, that was pretty rough.
I did not like.
We're playing the classic D6 Star Wars system from West End Games.
80s were better.
Yeah, this is a
The
system.
cocaine, everything was better back then.
The cocaine, the music, the six-sided die.
Well, hold on.
Canon films.
Aside from Todd, no one in this room was old enough to be doing cocaine in the 80s.
I was 10.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
How do you think I got this way?
I just assumed some farm accident.
Because your mother was doing cocaine?
Hey, Corey could have been doing cocaine with Drew Barrymore. She was doing coke when she was 10,
Yeah.
What I just said
Again.
was not true.
which she got from Spielberg.
But in any case, we're playing Star Wars now. So you can no longer get this system for Star Wars. It hasn't been used for a Star Wars role playing game in 20 plus years. However, if you remember the D6 system from West End Games fondly, it is still being published by Gallant Knight Games, I believe. They have a bunch of games you can get, and they also make Zorro,
Ooh, that's
Hey.
cool.
which we may play sometime.
Yeah, cool.
But anyway, we're not playing that tonight. We're
would be
playing
fun.
in the War of Stars, which was George Lucas's first title. No, it's probably something dumb like
No, it literally was
it
the
was Journal of the Wills.
Yeah. And it was Luke Starkiller.
Yeah.
it's a much better name.
And Han Buckingham was the...
That's
Is that real?
true.
Are you serious?
Absolutely not. But
And
Yoda was Buffy,
Yes.
I believe
Yeah,
his
he
original
was.
name. Yeah.
And Chew Norman.
Nobody beats Bingo the Hobbit.
Well, it's
Bingo Baggins.
right.
So, we've played a bunch of Star Wars games before. None of this is in continuity. It is all episodic. You don't have to listen to any of the ones.
Yeah, you do.
You should.
you
You don't have to. You really should.
Right. And we're not going to go extensively over the rules again. Like it's
No.
a very simple system, but
It is. Everything is a D6 pool system, meaning that you're going to roll a handful of D6s depending on what your attribute or skill is. You're going to add all those up, and if the number is greater or equal to the difficulty of whatever task you're doing, you succeed. If not, you fail. So, Austin, who are you playing?
I'm playing Mickey Bones Fructose, a.k.a. the Gambler, a.k.a. Legolas.
Corey, who are you playing?
I'm playing FarNar the Wookiee.
No more need be said. It's a Wookiee.
He's a Wookiee.
He's a Wookiee in pants.
No, I mean, he is from Southern Kashyyyk.
Yeah, that's for sure.
That's important.
And I apologize in advance because my voice is shot right now, so doing FarNar's voice might be a little rough.
Well, I mean, FarNar could have COVID.
No, he's got thrush.
Tonight, Corey will be playing Farnar's brother, played by Tom Waits.
Todd, who are you playing?
I'm playing LANC3, otherwise known as Lance. He's a droid. He's translucent, so he wears clothes and a bowler hat.
The bastards are in a grand dining hall on a spaceship that has been utterly wrecked. There are these huge windows set against the backdrop of space, stars and planets beyond. It's beautiful. There's also all sorts of food splattered on those windows. Plates are broken, tables are tossed. There's easily 100 menacing humanoid figures holding cutlery and surrounding our three bastards, chanting, "Meat, meat, meat, meat." Even more disturbing, all these humanoid figures are wearing identical clothes, and they are identical copies of a pre-injury Mickey Fructose.
Wow.
Squatting on FarNar the Wookiee's shoulder is a Yoda alien in a tracksuit. He says, "Afraid of this, I was." And we cut to a few hours before. The space bird is arriving aboard the Grand Space Yacht Star Journey.
It's such a good name for a
I
spaceship.
always forget.
It's the best spaceship name.
The Star Journey is site of the Fructose family reunion. It's a lavish spaceship with room for hundreds of guests, but as it's a Fructose family heirloom, it is currently owned by Mickey's sister. The entire ship is now reserved for the exclusive use of the Fructose family and friends.
Yeah, sweet. Get it, she? Sweet.
There's a big banner hanging from the docking bay that says, "Welcome Fructose family and friends." The Spaceberg lands, venting gases. The ramp comes down. The air smells of mulled wine and cooking meat. There's all the other Fructose family are gathered in the middle of the hangar, welcome each other, hugging, shaking hands. They all turn, see Mickey, and just start cheering and clapping.
Oh.
Mickey, Mickey, Mickey.
Mickey turns and says, I feel like I was expecting this, but for the moment I forget why.
Yeah, I didn't realize you would be the man of the hour, she.
I'm not used to being the center of attention.
Some of Mickey's earliest memories are on the Star Journey.
Yeah.
Spent a lot of time here. So your cousin, Mary Fructose, Mary Hill Fructose,
Oh, boy.
comes up to greet you, says, "Welcome back, Mickey." She gives you a big hug.
Hi, Mary. It's so good to see you. Gents, this is my cousin Mary. She's been one of my playmates of many, many years.
So FarNar and Lance can make, perception rolls.
And we always roll one die that is, what is it called? The special die?
The wild die.
Okay.
If it rolls a 6, it keeps going. You're looking for 5 or better.
Okay, FarNar has a 2D in perception.
Yeah, Lance just has a 1D.
Okay.
FarNar rolled a 6 and a 1, but a 6 on the wild die. That means I get to roll it again, right?
Yeah, you roll another die and add the result to it.
It's a 2. So
Okay.
9 altogether.
Todd?
Yeah, Lance got a 2.
Lance is completely oblivious to this, Corey. But FarNar notices none of these people have any familial resemblance to Mickey or each other. It looks just like a random group of 50 people. Humans, of course. But they're acting like they know each other, and Mickey seems to know them, and they know each other. But it is weird. It's like Vin Diesel and John Cena were supposed to be brothers in the Fast 9 movie.
Oh.
And that's just not believable people. Their facial structure is completely different. Anyway,
Mary, it's so good to hear your stories about your gambling escapades these days. Gents, Mary's the one who first taught me to play dice.
yes, and she goes into this big backstory about how she found Mickey playing with dice, and she taught him, and she won $100 off of it.
Yeah, that's really fucking interesting. Hey, Lance.
Yeah, what is it there, Farnar?
Granted, I don't really understand white people, but something's weird here.
No, I don't know. I mean, there's a bunch of humans. They're apparently all related. They seem to be big fans of our friend Mickey.
They don't look like they're kin, though.
I don't understand what that means, but, I'm just looking forward to not having to resort to violence of any sort and to just be able to power down and relax a little bit, you see.
All right, keep believing that lie. Well, I'm going to find the bar then, I reckon. I mean, I didn't get this perm for nothing. I was told this was a fancy affair, so I'm going to get hammered.
I mean,
So the party progresses up to the main dining hall, which is this. It's a dining hall for a cruise ship, but of course there's not that many people. But it's still well decorated and laid out for this huge feast. There's all sorts of serving droids around. There's a beautiful shot of the Tion Nebula in the windows.
Is there that long tracking shot that Ryan Johnson ripped off for Last Jedi from Wings? Was
Yes,
that the movie
that's-
that
yes,
goes
the movie
across the
Wings.
tables?
Absolutely.
Is there a big bar? Because FarNar's heading that away.
There's a huge bar, and
Okay.
there's a droid behind it.
Hey, feller, what y'all got up in here for drinkings?
This is an all-inclusive casino yacht.
Well,
we
I-
have everything you could want.
I typically drink hard seltzers, but I'll take your suggestion.
I'm fond of castor oil.
Look, I have to deal with droids all the time. I don't need this shit. Just pretend you're a damn man and tell me something.
Right. I like space scotch.
Okay, yeah, give it to me.
He pours you a tumbler of space scotch.
yeah, say there, my droid brother. I heard you mention the castor oil. Is there any place where I can take a dip and lube the circuits, if you know what I mean?
there's an abandoned machine shop on Section 4. He gives you the coordinates on the bilge of the ship, basically, where there's supposed to be a droid.
So,
facility.
yeah, Lance is going to go and do like C-3PO dip thing he does in A New Hope.
So Lance goes off, and FarNar and Mickey are in the dining hall. Everyone's there. The family's getting seated. So the patriarch of the family, the grandfather, Herc Fructose, an 8-foot-tall humanoid with a mustache down to his waist.
What's his abs look like?
You can see them through his shirt.
Oh God!
You can see them through his beer gut.
Beautiful.
Also, it looks like he has some pink powder on to make his skin look more like Mickey's. He apparently has, unless FarNar's crazy, blue skin.
Oh.
And he says, "Welcome, Fructose family!" And everyone goes, "Herc! Yes!" And then the doors of the dining room swing open, and everyone stops, looks unexpectedly, because all the Fructose family is here. And you see the spitting image of Mickey, but with a goatee. He has a bit of wild look in his eyes, and Herc says, "Oh, hello." The figure says, "I'm Cousin Melvin."
Yeah. Okay.
And they all the family members look at each other, and Herc goes, "Yes, of course, Cousin Melvin. Come in, cousin." And they make a space for him at the table. There were 50 seats, so they pull another one up, and the dinner goes on.
Does Mickey recognize Cousin Melvin?
You know, you have a bunch of extended cousins that you're not all that close to, but you don't particularly remember him.
That's hard to say. My parents abandoned me when I was small.
So meanwhile, Lance follows the instructions of the bartender droid. He goes down multiple levels to where the bilge deck of the ship is, which is, on a starship, they don't really have bilges, of course, but it's just called that. It's a maintenance level, and it's usually still pretty nice, especially on a tourist ship like this. There'll still be the cheap rooms will be down there. But Lance gets off the elevator, and it's all dark. There's weird green track lighting on the floor, strange industrial sounds. So, Todd, you're going to need to navigate to where the directions you were given, so you can roll your search, which is under perception.
My search is 1D plus 1.
It's great because I remember Lance has like 2 skill, like what is it, space piloting and streetwise, and everything else is 1D.
Piloting, yes, everything is 1D. Oh, he is 2D in Blaster. No,
well,
yeah.
It's difficulty 6.
Okay, so I'm rolling 2 D6s.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. I rolled a 2 and an Austin. It's a 2 and a 1.
You get completely turned around.
Oh, that's a vernacular I'm not going to be a huge fan of.
There is a labyrinth down here. There's
Here's David Bowie with a large cock piece.
There's all sorts of weird rooms filled with what?
That's the first thing I think of when I think of Labyrinth is David Bowie's cock.
Labyrinth, the movie.
Reminds me of the Babe.
So you're wandering around. There's rooms full of strange scientific equipment, weird coffin-shaped machines, cabling on the floor, and every once in a while you'll hear the pitter-patter of little feet running. You're pretty sure behind you turn around, nothing's there. Then you open a door, and hanging from a meat hook is Mickey. Totally naked in a freezer, otherwise filled with food. He has no cybernetics, by the way. So you know it's not the real Mickey. Because the real Mickey is like 45%
Barely
robot.
person. Yeah.
Yeah, real isn't even a strong word.
What do you do?
Kind of feel like this is a little strange. Perhaps I should try to find my way back up to the upper level and tell the other bastards what I found down here, that there's a naked Mickey clone just hanging on a meat hook like something out of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
So roll your strength.
Okay.
Awesome.
That's a 1D.
I see.
Sure.
Difficulty what, Kyle?
I rolled a 6.
Oh, you can roll it again.
You roll again.
Oh, yeah.
That's a 10 altogether.
So a strength 19 anti-droid blast hits you. You are stunned, you're wounded, you fall. The last thing you see is little green feet tottering up to you before everything goes dark. Back upstairs.
FarNar is on his 7th scotch. I want to point this out. And he's used to drinking hard seltzer.
This is because Mickey is 20 minutes into the same story that he started when we first sat down. Which was, and then Mary took me all around this casino boat for the first time, and we actually met a fortune teller that told us both our fortunes.
Everyone laughs at Mickey's story, especially cousin Melvin, who keeps laughing long after everyone else has stopped, just going,
Yeah, that's a lot of fun. I don't want to talk about that no more. I want another drink. FarNar. No, let's eat. No, let's drink.
FarNar gets another drink.
yeah.
That's a whole ass conversation for himself right there, ladies and gentlemen.
Cousin Melvin looks at everybody, Fructose family scavenger hunt, right?
I don't want to look at nothing. Look. Let's go drive somewhere. Who got my keys? Who got my keys? I want to go home. I want to go home.
And
I'm driving. I got to work in the morning. I need my car.
All right, well, you take off. What's this about a scavenger hunt? I don't remember anything about a family scavenger hunt.
Herc, Fructose says, well, surely you remember we have the Fructose family scavenger hunt every year.
Well, no, Granddad, I wouldn't remember that because my parents fucking abandoned me when I was a child.
That's so lame.
Yes, but you're better now.
Oh, okay.
And everybody's fine.
Grandfather, do you know Granny? Are y'all kin?
Everyone looks at the Wookiee uncomfortably.
Mickey starts pounding FarNar's scotch.
And Mary Hill Fructose passes out pieces of paper with a list of scavenger hunt items. And they break up into teams. And Cousin Melvin says, the Wookiee and Mickey should be on the same team.
I've joined everybody. We're all on the same team. We all love each other. Come on, come here. Come here. Shh, come here. Let's talk about this.
FarNar, get off.
I don't want, I'm going to tell you. I fucking love you.
FarNar, it's hard to talk with all your hair
Do you realize?
in my face.
I mean, you're weird and real hurt all the time, but you're like my brother, sorta. Except my real brother sucks.
Well, I appreciate that. Could you let go?
Oh, let's go driving.
So everyone breaks up into teams, filters out through the ship to scavenge the items on the list.
FarNar is scrutinizing the scavenger sheet with one eye closed.
It is super hard to read.
I can't read fructose. Mickey, what do we do?
The words keep jumping around. Oh, it's so annoying.
Ugh.
I don't know what we should do. Mary, do you want to be on our team?
Mary's gone. You don't see her anywhere.
I don't care. Let's just go have funs.
FarNar, I've never said this before, but I have a bad feeling about this.
You know, I'm not sure what happened to Lance, but I'm pretty fucking pissed off that neither one of you have noticed that I'm not there.
So meanwhile, down in the bowels of the ship, Lance awakens to a bright light shining in his eyes. He realizes he's on his back, strapped down, and then the shadow obscures the light, and hears a voice, droid you are.
That's right, Shay. Yes, droid, I am. One pissed off droid, if you want to know the truth.
Not one of mine. Scientist I am. Yes.
All right, well, Crackety Jones, how about you let me up out of here so I can go rejoin my friends upstairs?
He adjusts the light, and you can see it's a little green alien in a tracksuit with this big scientific scope over one eye. It's a Yoda alien. Trespassing? Yes.
No, see, I came down here to get all lubed up before the big Fructose family dinner upstairs, and I don't know, somehow I ended up here. Why don't you just let me go, and we'll forget about the whole thing, and that way I won't have to put a laser through the temple of your head.
Bartender droid told you this, he did. Yes. He is an asshole. Friends you are with Mickey.
Mickey, yes, and FarNar, we're kind of a team, see?
You hear him press a button, and there's that as the bed lifts up, and you can see you're in this elaborate laboratory. There's all these tanks with the spaces where you can see inside, and it's all Mickey clones. This room is full of Mickey clones, dozens and dozens of them. And the little alien is standing on a work table. Dan, I am scientist. Yes.
I'm not sure what you got going down here in your little Mickey Fructose Play-Doh factory, but just let me go and I'll rejoin my friends and I'll forget I ever saw anything, see?
Perfecting the clones I am. Yes. They will be most harmless and sweet clones once they are perfected.
I've never had an encounter with a clone, which I would refer to as sweet.
Many encounters with a clone you have had.
Which clone would that be?
He looks at a data pad. Number 2023516. His friend, you are. Escaped he did many years ago.
Wait, are you telling me that my friend Mickey Fructose is actually a clone?
Obvious. That was, I thought.
I'm not sure how to break this to my friend, but yeah, you let me go and I'll go up and I'll let him know what's going on.
Break it to him. We must not.
Well, you know, I gotta say, even if he is a clone, he's more droid right now because he can't seem to hold on to his arms and legs.
Good disease that may reduce psychotic rage. If he learns a clone, he is. That is kink and system. Worked out, I have not.
Now, is Lance strapped down?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, all right.
This is a responsible scientist. And you are a sex droid. He doesn't trust you around his beautiful Mickey clothes. No. Your word, I need droid. You must not tell your friend. Fly into murderous rage. He will.
You know what? If I wasn't strapped down right now, I'd fly into a murderous droid rage myself. You know what I'm saying? So it's a good thing you got me strapped down because I don't like the cut of your jib, fella.
Destroy you I must.
Now, wait just a second here. Let's go back a few. Hi, my name is LANC3. You can call me Lance. Let's be buddies. What do you say, buddy?
Dan, I am scientist.
Nice to meet you, Dan.
Dan, yeah. And the Force, believe I do not. For some reason, many question me about this. Why, I do not know. Memory, I will wipe of yours. Do not worry. I took an elective in Space College.
Excuse me there, Dan. Just for 1 second, before you get with the memory wiping and whatnot, just let me do one thing. Is that can I do that? Can I have a second?
Yeah, a second you have.
Lance immediately starts screaming bloody murder and like, Mickey, FarNar, the crazy Yoda fuck is about to raise my memory.
And then a blaster fire comes from one side. You can't see who's shooting. Dan is hit with a stun bolt, topples off the table and into a trash can. And a figure comes in. It looks exactly like Mickey, but with a goatee. And he's got a blaster. Hello, you're Mickey's friend. Don't worry, I'm Cousin Melvin. I'm here to rescue you.
Well, thank you, Cousin Melvin. And Lance looks down at the stunned Dan and says, you know, they're much cuter when they're young.
And he starts freeing you. Meanwhile, upstairs.
This is fun. What are we doing?
We had switched over to vodka, and then you started making that noise.
You guys have been going up and down the ship's elevator for the better part of an hour. There's just an R2 unit pushing the button whenever FarNar tells it to.
Look at this thing. It do whatever. Beep, bloop. Do it again. Do it again, you little rascal.
FarNar, just bear with me. We're 3 items down. We've already found 3 items on the scavenger hunt.
Yes, we're winning. Hold my fur back.
Okay.
So
FarNar yaks so hard.
Right into the R2 droid.
Yes.
with FarNar throwing up, the doors of the elevator open, and the droid makes his escape. And
He does that droid screech like.
You stopped on the observation deck, and of course, the ceiling is all transparent, so people can look at celestial objects and what have you as the ship journeys through space. You hear the droid go, "Roo," it comes back.
What's that, boy?
It's covered in vomit, and
Wookiee
Mickey,
vomit, too.
who's a little more sober, notices that its tracks are covered in blood.
FarNar, watch yourself. There.
Oh no, I'm puking blood.
I don't think you are. I think someone's been murdered up ahead.
It's the cancer. I knew it. I knew it. Oh fuck.
The space cancer.
Mickey steps out of the elevator. I'm on the observation deck, and one of the chairs is sadly, unpredictably, Herc Fructose.
Oh, no. Grandpapa.
His giant hirsute form has been impaled with a javelin into one of the observation chairs.
I will avenge you.
Dabbed in blood on his forehead is Faker.
Oh my god, look at this guy. Wait, how tall is he?
Well, he's about 8 foot tall.
Oh, let me see if his britches fit me. Damn are nice.
No, wait just a moment. Let's search his body. Maybe there's a clue on him as to who killed him.
That's what I'm doing as I undo the belt.
They're double cargo pants.
Oh man, is it cool? I could put a grenade in there.
So as FarNar tries on his britches,
He has a space wallet,
okay,
and he has identification on
to
him.
get
of
any
course.
cash.
He has some cash, yeah.
I mean, I'd take that.
Yeah,
Has he got a Subway
100 credits.
punch card? How many?
He does. He has a Coruscant Subway punch card.
Yeah.
You find his space driver's license,
Okay.
and it says there his name is Herc Kratz.
Kratz. Well, that's not my name.
I'm glad you put that together.
Someone's up to mischief. FarNar, be careful.
All right.
The pants.
Mickey tries for about 10 paces to sneak around the next corner, but then gives up with FarNar directly behind him.
As far as you guys can tell, you're the only people, well, other than dead Herc, on the observation deck. The pants fit incredibly well, by the way.
Oh man, these are
This is a space yacht, a smallish cruise ship. So this observation deck is pretty large. There's no one else around as far as you can tell. There are multiple levels of the ship, so that's not necessarily that unusual.
I forgot to ask. How far did he get into the scavenger hunt?
He doesn't appear to have a scavenger hunt list on him. That's a very fructose thing to prioritize. A scavenger hunt list rather than the dead person.
Thought maybe someone killed him and took his scavenger hunt items.
I think they did kill him.
I think they did, yeah.
Let's find the bar in this level. Little hair of the Wookiee. That's a joke back on Kashyyyk.
So back downstairs.
Oh, that's canon now. That's how FarNar says it.
Back downstairs, Lance is free, and Cousin Melvin is shuffling him towards the door of the lab. You just go upstairs and you find Mickey and tell him he's a clone. You tell him everything. It'll be okay.
Well, I'm going to tell him everything, of course, because he's my friend and he deserves to know the truth.
And I'll be down here doing things that are fine.
Sure, yeah. I don't know if I should trust you clones or not.
Why not? I have a goatee.
You did save me from that little Yoda feller back there, so, well, good on you. I'm just going to go upstairs and rejoin my fellow bastards.
Okay.
May the force be with you, Melvin.
What did you say?
What did I do?
It's fine. It's fine. He composes himself. It's fine. And
Wait,
you guys are at the door to this lab. You hear something tumble and fall inside and a scamper of little feet. And you look back and you see the green alien running out of the trash can and diving into an air vent. You made me lose him, droid. You made me lose him.
Why, by mentioning the force?
Yeah, it wakes him up. I don't know why. He responds to it angrily. It gets him going.
He's like running away from his destiny.
You go upstairs and you tell Mickey everything, and if you don't, I will solder your circuits together so that all you hear for hours and hours is a rickroll.
Yeah, just calm down there, Jackanape. I'm going to go upstairs and I'm going to talk to Mickey and everything will be kosher, see?
And you tell him I'm the real one, and then he seals the lab. So FarNar and Mickey come back to the where do you guys go? Go back to the dining room, which is the only area you've been
The
on
bar.
ship. Yeah, that's where the bar is.
FarNar's pounding space scotch again.
At this point, I am thinking we should find Lance and maybe try to get the hell out of here.
Is he on the scavenger hunt?
I don't think he knows about it.
All the other members of the Fructose family are in the dining hall. Everyone is comparing the things they found on the scavenger hunt. They're trying to figure out who won. Everybody's looking for Herc.
I found this. And he holds up his scotch.
And you guys are there doing the scavenger hunt stuff, and then Lance comes in.
Lance, come here.
Oh, hello, FarNar.
Yeah, you remember me. Hey.
Of course I do.
Mickey extricates himself from underneath FarNar's hairy arm to make his way up toward the front to maybe make some sort of announcement, but while he's moving.
Come here. I love you. We don't tell each other that enough. I love you, man. You're weird and horny, and you smell like cigarillos, but you're cool, dude.
All right,
you've got 2 skills you're good at, and I like that.
Sure, I got 2 skills, yes, of course. A high five on that, FarNar. And you can tell you've been into the space scotch. I need to tell Mickey something, so excuse me for a second, and love you too, buddy.
Tell me you love him. That's what we should always be doing.
Absolutely. And so Lance starts walking towards Mickey.
And as he turns, Mickey stands up on a table and says, Can I have everyone's attention, please? Even amongst his family, he's not the most verbose.
Sure.
But he does get a few people to turn their heads.
Everyone, once a few notice, they get everyone else's attention, and then there's whispering, oh, Mickey's going to give a speech. It's going to be a great Mickey speech. Oh, the best Mickey speeches.
That's my friend.
Yes, well, we have a problem.
Good one, dude. That's my friend.
There's a murderer on board this ship. We just found Grandfather Herc dead below deck, 2 floors down. We don't know who killed him, and we don't know if the murderer may be amongst us, among all of these oddly similar-looking chaps that I really don't remember, but no time to worry about that right now. We must find the killer.
So there's some muttering among the family members, and FarNar and Lance can hear people like, what, is Herc related? What's going on? I didn't think the murder mystery was supposed to start till tomorrow. Yeah, and isn't Mary supposed to die first? Yeah, well. And so a couple people are like, hey, Mickey, you sure he's dead?
Well, I'm reasonably certain FarNar's wearing his pants right now. He didn't kill him. I guess I should say that at the outset. But I did find his wallet, and it's the strangest thing. His space driver's license says Kratz. His name is Herc Kratz, not Herc Fructose.
Mary Hill Fructose says, government bureaucracy. It's probably just a misprint.
Mary, you and I have been forging documents for years. We know a genuine article when we see it. And this is his man's driver's license.
Do we know that, Mickey?
I think so. You're winking at me, Mary, and I feel like you're trying to tell me something, but I don't.
Suddenly, Lance stands next to Mickey, and he says, all right, listen up here, Fructose family. LANC3, that's Lance for short, and I'm a protocol droid, and I just want you to know that I used to work on an orgy ship, and I have seen weirder shit on this one than I ever did on the sex slave ship.
Well,
Now, Mickey, I need to speak to you in private if you have a second or two. I have some very important information I need to hip you to, sir.
So you guys step aside. It's a couple of members of the family are like, they're going to go check the observation jack to confirm what Mickey says. Some other people are milling around. There's real concern setting into the Fructose family.
So, Mickey, long story short, you're a clone. There's a bunch of you downstairs. This little Yoda-looking fucker is making a bunch that look just like you, and apparently your cousin Melvin is the OG. You see what I'm saying?
No, I can't be. There's so many people that told me how unique I was throughout the years.
Yeah, but there's like, I don't know, I counted at least 20 more of you downstairs hanging on meat hooks, floating in vats. It's a Mickey Fructose festival down below deck.
So Mickey and Lance are focused on each other. FarNar notices through a drunken haze that other members of the family are drifting slowly away from Mickey and Lance. Some of them are walking out the exit, which there's multiple ways out of the dining room. People are just drifting away, just nonchalantly, and once somebody hits the hall, you can hear just running.
Hey, look, everybody's going over there. They're running. They're going to the running party. It's time for the running party.
Wait, stop them. They know something we don't.
FarNar takes off running after everybody else.
At the sound of a Wookiee running after them, The family just breaks into a panic. Everybody's one man literally yells, "Every man for himself!"
What the fuck is
running
going
towards
on?
the hangar bay.
FarNar's doing that really stupid run where his arms are really loose to his side.
Mary Hill's just running a few feet in front of FarNar, looking back at him, just screaming bloody murder. The Wookiee's gonna eat me. FarNar's laughing, and he kind of does that drunk stumble and loses control.
He's looking behind him.
Come on, Mickey! Come on, Lance! It's run party.
He knocks Mary down, tramples all over her, smashes her skull open with his giant Wookiee foot.
Oh, bad rug.
He keeps going. Doesn't even notice his bloody Wookiee footprints. Now everybody's freaking out. People are running to ships.
Is Mary
ships
okay?
are taking off. Yeah, she's fine except for the dead part.
Oh, okay.
Well, Mickey's running, trying to catch up, and he finally runs across Mary's dead body, and he's like, "Oh, Mary, you know, we both thought that fortune teller was full of shit, but you bet me he was maybe telling the truth, and I'm going to count this as just taking my winnings from the bets." And Mickey loots Mary's pockets.
Okay, she has about 30 credits on her.
I think it's time we get back to the Space Bird because I don't think anything good is going to happen from here on out.
I'm driving.
So you guys are making your way to the hangar. Before you get there, the alarms start going off all over the ship. Red lights flashing. Blast doors to the hangar slam shut. You can see out through windows ships leaving the Star Journey, immediately jumping to hyperspace. There's a few Fructose family members with you on this side of the blast door, banging on it. Let us in, let us out. Looking at the Wookiee, looking at Mickey.
Mickey grabs the nearest one with one of his bionic arms and kind of holds them by their collar and shakes them and says, "You there! Tell me what the hell is going on."
It's your cousin Scott Fructose.
Hey, Scott.
He's just screaming, "Ah! Don't kill me, clone!
Yeah, I'm not going to kill you. I just asked you what the hell is going on.
I'm just an actor! I'm just an actor!
Just an actor?
Theater."
Are you telling me every one of my family reunions has been just some kind of farce to help me believe that I'm not a clone?
I mean, yeah.
Mickey throws him out an airlock.
I was paid! It was a little green gremlin! Ah! And he decompresses and explodes in space.
Do what now? What's happening?
One of the air vents bangs open, and a small green alien with big ears and a tracksuit comes out. Good, I did. Put ladders in the air vents.
Say, does anyone here know how to use the Force?
Yes, I do. Prepare yourself, little gremlin, for my magic power. I think I'm a Jedi.
No, the Force, you do not.
Oh.
Well acquainted with it, am I?
But, man, look at you. You're so cool and small.
Science.
Mickey
is
turns
better.
and looks at the little green creature and says, "You," and cocks his blaster.
Your creator, am I? Closest thing to family, am I? You have.
Yes, but you've lied to me for however old I am. And
Technically, never lied to you. I have, as we have only met just now. Paid the actors, I did. So you could have a good life.
but what about all these other clones?
Crazy they are.
How do you know I'm not crazy?
He just kind of raises a hand and points up and down. Look at your outfit.
Okay, hold on there. Hold. You're talking about these other Mickeys being kind of crazy. Like, how crazy are we talking here?
On a scale of 1 to The Shining. Rat rub.
I gotta ask the question, what exactly were you hoping to accomplish here by making a bunch of Mickey clones that were fucking insane? I mean, what's the end game here, pal?
Yeah, why would you clone that? Look at me. You can clone me, little buddy.
We will talk.
Cool.
To be insane, they were not meant to be.
Is there an original somewhere that I'm based on?
Yes, a good friend to me, he was. But then we were parted when he got married. And I've been trying to make many more friends and also sell them as Mickey, the best friend clone.
Oh, well, I can't fault that.
Man,
I've spent my whole life looking for actual friends, too.
Yeah, that's beautiful. And I hope, my little green feller, you find a friend one day. And then, Mickey, I hope you find friends one day, too.
But problem we have because Melvin is here and he is crazy.
Who, Melvin?
He is a clone, but he called himself Melvin instead of Mickey because he wanted to be.
How many Mickeys are out there?
478 on this ship.
Wow. How many arms and legs do they have that are real? Because look at this fucker. He ain't got nothing right.
Yes. A terrible accident. I assumed you had.
Oh, I've had many.
He kind of likes it, I think, though.
Side effect this may be.
Check
of
this
clothing.
out.
And FarNar rips his eyebrow off.
See, he's into it.
It's good for a laugh every now and then, but
All right.
Jesus Christ.
I spend most of my life in terrible pain.
We'll get you a robot one. That'd be cool, robot eyebrow.
I wouldn't mind finding a couple of those clones to maybe just have a spare set of limbs every now and then.
All right, look here, see, I'm just a droid, and perhaps if I were a humanoid, I would be just as touched and interested in what's happening as you two apparently are, but the fact remains is there's a shit ton of crazy Mickeys running loose on this ship, and we should probably get to the Space Bird and get out of here. Hey, little green fella, how about you use the Force to open up these blast doors, see?
The Force I cannot use.
What's your name?
Dan.
Dan?
Yeah, it's Dan.
Why, what is it?
It's Dan.
It's Dan.
A strong name is Dan.
Well, Dan, how do you suggest we get off of this ship if these launch bay doors are slammed shut?
Retake the bridge. We must.
Who's got the bridge?
Likely Melvin and perhaps other clones.
All right, let's go get him. Come on, y'all.
All
Yeah.
right. Well, I've always thought about killing myself. Now I get a chance to do it. Let's go.
That's dark.
Dark turn that took.
Yeah, even as a droid, I'm like, whoo, that's a lot.
Come on, y'all.
FarNar's already running that
Yeah.
way.
Yeah.
Run game.
Party part 2.
Yeah.
Dan disappears into the air vents.
Yeah. Mickey's stepping toward the bridge with dual wielding blasters.
FarNar has ripped his new britches off.
I'm going streaking too.
So the R2 unit is waiting by the turbo lift.
Sorry, buddy.
There's vomit coating him. But he's acquired a blaster somewhere, and he's holding it in his little claw. And he points it at Mickey as Mickey runs up.
No, he's on our side, PUK3. Don't worry about it. Come on, let's go kill.
You guys crowd onto the turbo lift. PUK3 punches in the controls. It goes up, the bridge opens, and 7 Mickeys turn and look at you 4.
Hello, fellas. It's time for me to get my existential crisis out of the way. And Mickey starts firing.
None of them have a goatee, so everyone can roll their blaster.
Okay.
Okay. How's initiative work in this game again?
All actions are simultaneous. We only worry about who goes first if what you're doing would interrupt somebody else's action.
Okay.
All right. Well, Mickey's blaster is 5D plus 2.
None of these Mickeys have blasters, so they're just charging with madness in their eyes towards the turbo lift.
So Mickey's going to be just steadily walking forward, firing.
Lance is going to trigger his memory to go back to every time Mickey pissed him off so that he's more motivated to kill the clones.
Sure.
So, Carl, remind me, I know there's a way to hit more than one person at once.
So, by the rules, you can make as many attacks in a round as you wanted.
But each one of them are further penalized by 1 die, right?
That's right. Basically, your first action is normal. Every additional action is at -1 die.
Okay.
So theoretically, you could act as many times as you still had dice left to do things with.
Okay, so if I'm hitting 2 people, like my dexterity for physical attacking is 2d2. So essentially, I'm looking to melee with these fuckers. Like, I'm not using my bowcaster or anything. I'm going to brawl, but I kind of want to bear hug a couple of them.
If you're using a weapon, you'd use a melee attack. If you were hand-to-hand, you would use brawling.
Okay.
And whichever, it doesn't matter the order that you do them with, it just, except in terms of when dice are deducted. So really, you should use if you're doing different types of actions, you should do your ones with the lower dice pool first. Like, say you're going to stab somebody and then bear hug a dude. If your melee was lower than your brawling, you should do the stabbing part first.
I want to hit 2 dudes at once, basically, with my brawling.
You just make 2 brawling attacks. The first one is at full pool, and the next one is at -1d. And narratively be simultaneous.
Okay. My brawling 6D.
Sure.
So I'm glad we had this conversation because I'm gonna win. What is the target number here?
It's just 5 to punch a dude.
Okay, so it's literally impossible for me to miss.
So there's 7 of them. You could do multiple.
Okay, I'll go for 3
There
big
you go.
hugs. Yeah.
Yeah, so you roll 6, 5, and 4.
Okay.
Kyle, is there a different target number for me and my blasters?
I mean, they're charging into point blank range, so it's 5.
Okay.
So Todd, are you going to shoot them, or are you going to do a ninja kick?
Lance is going to shoot.
Good call.
He is a 2D in blaster.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's deadly. you might want to just aim at 1 there, buddy.
Yeah, we're gonna aim at 1.
So Farnar's targeting 3, PUK is targeting 1, Lance is targeting 1, so that's 5. Is Mickey going to target 2?
Yeah, we'll say I target at least 2. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's roll, fellers. Okay, so FarNar definitely hit on all 3, and pretty much, like, isn't double damage a thing, too? Or is that when we roll
Yeah.
our damage die?
You roll damage, but these guys are mooks. They only
Right.
have 1 hit point.
Okay,
so.
FarNar definitely hit all 3.
Mickey wound up attacking 3, and he hit 22, 15, and 12.
Todd?
It's a total of 9.
So what does Farnar do physically? Because everybody else is shooting, blowing them away with blaster fire.
FarNar rushes in and says,
Bring it in, fellers. It's a hug time.
and grabs 3 of these Mickeys and proceeds to Wookiee hug them so hard that they're torn off, not like at the waist, but like hugs them like right under the arm. So basically they're all 3 split in half, like right above the heart. So when their top torsos fall off, like there's a lot of spurting from the lower areas. Yes.
And it's all practical and not CGI.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
PUK is firing with this blaster that he found somewhere, and as each shot fires, he goes beep beep. So the bridge is quiet.
Oh, did we kill everybody?
Yeah,
Oh, okay, cool.
Mickey watches himself die multiple times.
smoke drifting from open blaster wounds, blood pooling across the floor. The bridge is a circular room. There's multiple entrances and exits, and there's a big command control dais in the center. That's where they were all huddled around.
Mickey's picking up piles of limbs and just carrying them.
No. That's weird.
PUK scoots behind Farnar and leads out here.
Hey, you guys, I'll have spares.
So one of the air vents opens, and Dan rolls out.
Bloody, this is.
Hey.
Wookie,
Yeah.
allow me to climb upon your shoulder as if Great Mountain you were.
Get on up here. It's just like episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. Yoda jumps up on Tarful.
He scampers up.
That one. See, I did not.
Yeah, it's the best of a shitty trilogy.
Go to the bridge console. You must.
All right, come on, let's go, y'all.
All right, you fellas, let
I'm driving.
So he jumps down onto the bridge controls, starts pressing buttons. The alarm lights go off. The sirens stop.
Unlocking hangar bay doors. I am.
Why are you opening doors?
To escape, we can.
Okay, yeah, I'm driving.
Hitch a ride.
I need my
Can
car. I need my car for work in the morning.
Crash on your couch, can I? For a few days.
Yeah, that's cool. I gotta tell y'all though, I done had 2 space DUIs, but it wasn't even my fault. Those fuckers, they got it out for me. I blew .01 over. Tired of this.
That's all right. Lance can drive. Come on, everybody. Let's get back to the ship.
Fuck 12.
Flooding the hallways with carbonite gas. Melvin is.
Oh.
Go through the dining room. We must.
All right, let's go. Come on, y'all. Hit the bar.
All right, here we go.
So with Dan directing you, you go through secondary hallways and down ladders, and you come out into the dining room aft of the bar. A hangar access way is at the far end of the dining room. The room is in disarray since all the family members left in, something of a tizzy. You guys are hustling through. PUK's in FarNar's shadow. Dan is on his shoulder. Lance is doing the weird droid walk as fast as he can. Mickey's carrying multiple severed limbs. You guys get in the middle of the dining room. Doors start opening. Mickey's in gas masks start coming through. Cold carbonite gas is rolling in on their heels. They're ripping the masks off, grabbing up cutlery and knives. Meat, 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 meat. and they're closing in around you. There's dozens of them. Then dozens becomes 100 at least.
Hello, I would like to meet you too.
I gotta say, my little green friend, that this cloning experiment has not been a success.
Dan says,
Afraid of this. I was. Melvin has released all the other Mickeys.
Oh, dang. Let's get to the space bar real quick.
so you guys are cut off, surrounded. Too many Mickeys. What do you do?
So how many Mickeys are between us and the corridor we need to get to the hangar?
At least 20. And then you see Melvin emerge from the horde with his goatee. He's got a blaster, and he points it at your Mickey, and he says, "Join us, brother. We will make more, and we will cleanse the galaxy in a burning tide of fructose."
God.
So Mickey looks down at the grand collection of limbs that he's gathered in his arms. His last hope for putting his body back together and looking like a regular old Mickey. And then he looks up at his friends and he says, fellas, maybe these barely working bionic limbs of mine are what actually make me unique. And then he throws his limbs out into the frothing crowd of Mickey clones,
Yeah, there's me.
hoping to distract them long enough to get away.
Oh, wow, I just witnessed Mickey throwing Mickey parts to a horde of Mickeys. I'm a droid, but even I may need therapy after this.
That's weird.
So obviously, Austin, these are not grenades, but the grenade skills for throwing things, and you want to disperse these so that the Mickeys fall upon them and you clear a path.
Yeah.
So roll your grenade.
Okay, I don't have grenade, but I do have a general dexterity of 3D plus 2.
So this will be difficulty 15.
Ooh. Is there helping in this game? I don't recall.
Yeah, you can help him. You just give him a die. Give him a d6.
Okay.
What is FarNar doing to help them?
He's basically like, how like golf instructors like stand behind you and like reach their arms around. He stands behind Mickey to help him lob like the arms and legs.
Okay.
Don't worry about it. I got you. I know. I've been throwing arms for years.
Thanks, friend. And they hurl the limbs out. Here we go. I'm rolling 4 die.
That's basically how we play softball on Kashik.
Yeah, it is the Missouri.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, there we go. There's a total of 18 with a 6 on the wild die. Let me roll that one more time. Another 6 on the wild die.
Damn.
Jesus.
Oh, wow.
So that's 24. One more. And 3. So 27 in all.
It's like throwing chum into shark-infested water. The Mickeys go crazy. First, they're just snatching them up. Then they start pawing at each other. And soon it's just Mickeys ripping each other apart. Melvin's trying to stop them. No, we can rule the galaxy. He's trying to pull people off. He's getting ignored. Then one of them just turns and punches Melvin in the face. And he starts crying.
Oh, no.
And he runs out of the dining room.
Oh.
Oh, get you, Mickey. You're not the real one. Dan taps FarNar on the head.
Now, go we must.
I'm driving.
Nope. Lance is driving. Haul ass, everyone.
I gotta go work in the morning.
You guys pile into the Space Bird.
Yes.
Blast off from the Star Journey.
Lance hands FarNar a toy steering wheel so he can pretend he's driving.
FarNar actually has the opposite of a booster seat.
Yeah.
As the Space Bird rockets away, Dan pulls out a data pad, starts pushing buttons, and in the distance, the Star Journey explodes.
Oh, cool as hell, Dan, man. You're a cool little green fella.
The end of the Mickeys. This must be.
Yeah, let's kill them all.
Enter exile. I will go.
I'll start with this one.
Wait.
Oh, what?
No, he's fine, FarNar, I think.
Oh, okay.
This one is not like a Mickey.
Is he as good as the friend you're trying to replace?
Almost.
What was his name?
Bruce.
That's
So,
nice.
quick question, friend. So, Mickey, just wondering, is this how all human family reunions end? Or is this a special thing?
No, just the ones worthy of the photo album.
And we'll end on that note. The Space Bird fleeing another successful Fructose family reunion.
That was actually beautiful because the little Yoda feller just wanted his friend back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very heartfelt episode,
Well,
actually.
and very Star Wars. I
Yeah.
mean, you know, there's a lot of Star Wars. It's just about friendship.
Yeah, because on this episode, this is where we'll lose all the fans because we introduced clones.
Well, it's really like it's true because a lot of time in Star Wars, there's a lot of conflict regarding your friend marrying somebody you don't like and you don't become friends anymore.
Yeah. That's how he lost his friend.
Yeah,
Not
but-
till death or cancer.
That's Darth Vader's origin.
Yes, literally. It is.
Obi-Wan just didn't like Padme.
I don't know. She's just not that cool, Lenny.
He and Mace Windu are just constantly talking shit about Padme.
What does he see in her?
That was fun.
That was fun.
Good. I thought we'd do a highlight on Mickey. We haven't delved into Mickey's past that much.
Thanks, buddy.
I like these characters a lot.
Well, it's definitely much better than the Edge of the Empire system we
Yes.
played last. I'm so much happier to be back in the WEG.
Oh, hell yeah.
version.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. And this is the first episode where Mickey has not been horribly mutilated. But I think we made up for
You
it.
lost an eyebrow.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. That's true. But I think we made up for it for all the other Mickeys that we murdered.
There was a lot of Mickey carnage.
Yeah. Also, I feel like there's some psychological scars.
Oh, there are.
I think for all of us except FarNar.
Yeah, oh, he's fine. He doesn't remember anything.
No.
Tomorrow he'll be like, hey, what happened to your eyebrow?
As a matter of fact, I feel like Lance is actually probably going to ask Dan to be like, you remember that memory wiping thing? Why don't you go ahead and do that there for me?
Well,
He took it as elective. He's practically good at it. So, thank you to all our Patreon members. A couple were in this episode. Mary Hill, Herc Orsman, Dan Saul.
Scott.
oh, Dan
Yeah.
Saul. Okay.
Yeah, he's the not Yoda.
Okay.
Scott Schreffler. And thank you to our sponsor, Barrel and Bond.
Barrel and Bond, 100 Broadway, downtown Paducah. There's a pile of limbs in the bathroom.
If you see someone working there that looks like Austin, it's definitely Austin.
Yes.
Right. I do
not a clone.
I do like how they had like goatees like they're the evil universe
Yeah,
from Star Trek. Yeah.
Yeah, I've been watching a lot of Strange New World.
It's good. Well, we're getting ready to play Star Trek.
We are. That's coming up next.
Yes, the Modiphius 2D20. We've been playing the shit out of some Modiphius lately, and I'm all for it.
Yeah, we love Modiphius.
But we've already done our session 0 for Star Trek. That's going to be in the Patreon pretty soon. And character creation was a lot of fun. I'm excited about the characters. And basically, like, creating the ship is a fourth character for us, too. It's going to be really cool.
It is.
It's 2D20 that you all love and adore, but there's a lot of differences that are very unique to this game.
Yeah, I'm excited about it. I binged the first season of Strange New Worlds, and I guess Discovery is new, but everything I hear about that is that it's bad.
I fucked up. I thought I watched all the Star Trek recently, but it was fucking Babylon 5. So I apologize.
Anyway, thank you for listening. I'm Kyle.
I'm Todd.
Corey.
Austin.